Got a story, wanna share it with you. Got some thoughts, some old and new. Let's dive in and see what we can find. Leave the everyday behind. Welcome to the show, so glad you're here. This is her, cause of him, let's make it clear. Yeah, it's her because of him. Tune in now. Oh yeah.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Her Because of Him. I'm so glad that you have taken the time to join us. I know it's been a few weeks since we recorded an episode, so I kind of just wanted to take a minute and catch you up on what's been going on in this head of mine. So our last episode was entitled, What Do You Identify As? And I know sometimes it's easy to get caught up in what the world has called us to be, what the world has categorized us as, and not really sit and hone in on what and who God has called us to be. I can remember growing up that the older women would refer to other women and use the phrase saying that heifer. I also remember when two women would greet each other or refer to each other as a female dog and calling each other the B word, which was totally acceptable with them. I also remember when referring to and being so caught up in zodiac signs. And the truth of it is, none of those things is who God has called us to be and what He has said about us. God calls us His child, His son, His daughter. He called us chosen. He called us friend. And I think that we have gotten so far away from that and being so comfortable in the things of this world that we forget to go back and really sit and ask ourselves, what does God say about me? Who does God say I am? What is my purpose on this earth? What is my assignment on this earth? I feel like when we don't know who we are in Christ, it's easy to get caught up in the things of this world. And that's why I feel like it is so important on who you surround yourself with, who you associate with. I have two good friends that it really resonated with me, hadn't even paid much attention to it before. But I have two good friends that every time we interact or have conversation, one speaks to me and refers to me as woman of God. Another one speaks to me and calls me queen. And so those things are very, very important. If you are not surrounded with people that can speak into your life, you're with the wrong crowd. People should not have so much power and access to you to where they're speaking negative over your life. And if they're pulling you away from what God has called you to be, then you definitely need a new circle. So, my challenge to you today is that you would not identify yourself as what the world has called you to be, not to get so hung up in the worldly things and blurring that line between what God has said and what the world has said, but come fully into agreement with what God has said about you and who He has called you to be, making sure that you also have those positive people surrounding you that can also speak life into you, can also speak over you and speak your identity over you in a positive, godly way as well. Until next time, remember, it's her story for His glory.